people that have made you an agitator, the people that made you pick so much interest in Biafra and you want to leave. These are the same people that you are going to secretly asking for money. And when you get those money, you abandon our people that are under trial. No legal representation, no counsel to support them wherever they are. Yeah. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Network.
Okay. Mazi Chris, I can hear you, sir.
Okay, it's not network.
Yeah. Okay. You see, you abandon your core mandate. You abandon your core mandate. You say you are a DOS, a directorate of state. You cannot look after software all your people are. Make sure that the little money that you have, make advancements. Let's know that you are doing something. You abandon them. They were only on. In fact, people left them even before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu deserved them. So many people left them. On their platform, you cannot see anybody going there to go and listen to the crowd. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB is the brainchild of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I cannot challenge you on what you establish yourself. I came because I love what he was preaching. Then I joined. If I feel that I'm tired, I will go. Nobody will force me to remain. But as long as I chose to stay, constitution that is keeping that organization running, nobody else have the audacity, what I call cockroach audacity, to come and twat what someone. Just imagine, Mazi Chooks, you set up this platform and you invite us to come and speak. So if I do something that is wrong here that will warrant you to ban me from coming to this place, will I go out and begin to tell the people that you have no right to do that? Rather, I am going to dismiss you from being the owner of the platform. Can it happen? Can it happen? What gave these people this? What gave them the strength to challenge Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in that matter? In that manner. I read what they said. I went in, I began to. In fact, it was so nauseating that I could not even Mazi Chooks to his chief. You are leader that have no power as it is there right now. You that is outside are supposed to stand strong. Continue to do those things that you, both of you, all of us were doing for even the time when he was with us. That will make awareness to be so everywhere in the world. You are there chasing clouds. Shameless people. When I look at these people and saw what they presented the other day, in fact, I feel ashamed of these people. Glory be to God that they are in the minority. And as far as I'm concerned, the okene of the Igbo-speaking Biafrans, I will continue to maintain and respect the position of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as the IPOB leader and the head of DOS, whichever one that he is going to form after this, the dissolvement of this particular, those gossips that we had there. I will continue to abide and stood on what you people declared. If there is no set aside of what you people went to Finland to declare, I will always stand on it, irrespective of who is there. That is my personal opinion. No other place. Until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu all says that all other things are collapsed, should be collapsed, or whatever that he wants to do. That is what I'm going to follow. And if it is going to get towards, a prudent way of enlightening our people, truth, as he always say, whiter than snow, I will continue to follow him. Even if any other person, all other persons fall behind, I will continue to follow him. And that is where I stand. For these people, looking at what they are saying, you are trying to plot a coup against your own leader. You think that we are in a military? Who formed the military? The military, it is an act of constitution, law that forms the military. It is owned by the government or the people. They have a constitution that leads them. But this is an organization, one man established because he was preaching the truth, the bone. He was hitting the marrow of the Nigerian system, their evil system, and the evil that they keep meting out on the indigenous people. Everybody tend to follow him. Look at the Hausa people. Look at one prince from, is it Plateau or Jos? I always call him the guy. There is nobody that would do riot or protest against this marauding Fulani people. In those days, cattle rustling against them, he fought them and so on and so forth. They call him Prince, like that guy. I call him Yantada. That's what we call protester. Anybody that protests, we call them Yantada. That's what I call him. Go and look. He is a northerner. Go and look at what that guy is doing. What he is saying about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And you that have the prophet is in your own town. You cannot even raise his hand to support him to pray. Rather, you are forming cliques, to thwart everything that he has built, simply because he has been locked up. This is the plan of the Nigerian government and the United Kingdom, and all of them that have interest in the economy of Nigeria, gas and crude oil and gas, human resource. That is their plan. Put him off, keep him incommunicado, and with time, these people are going to scatter. Is it not what is going on now? That is the technique. Put him in there. If there is nobody, and when they saw Simon Ekpa coming out again, trying to become that lion, they tamed him again and incarcerate him, thinking that we are going to stop. Nobody. We are not going to stop. We will continue to speak the truth until those that were abandoned, that refuse to talk, will continue to talk. And they are talking today. So Biafrans, wherever you are, do not listen to these people that has been dismissed, outrightly dismissed by the owner of IPOB and the man that set up the DOS. Don't listen to them. Focus on what brought you in here. That is your freedom, the freedom of your mother's or father's ancestral land, the land that was handed over to you. Keep it and protect it. In as much as those that came before you did not allow the enemies to take it away from them, you must not fall a victim this time. Because of your strength, because of your perseverance, because of your toughness, your thick skin, they are now trying to see whether they will come to southeast part of Igbo land, Biafra land, or their attention is in the Yoruba land today. And what I'm trying to tell you here today, since the time a Yoruba man became the president of Nigeria, since the time the Yoruba people are now controlling the affairs of Nigeria. Do agitation has gone to shoots, Mazi Chris. If I lie, then you can correct me. It has gone down. The agitation that you see that was boiling that time, it has diminished. The only people that are vibrant everywhere on daily basis are the Biafran people. That was the reason why I told you people. I said, if the South and Southwest would do one third of the Biafran people have done, Nigeria will not be the same today. Nigeria will never be the same today. But when their brother or their sister enters, oh, they begin to smile. They say 10 by 10. go chop, chop I chop, everybody will go. But wait, if Tinubu loses this election, if there is going to be an election come 2027, give us time, and I pray before that time, Biafra should have taken their own leave. I swear to God, that is what I pray for. You will see the agitation for Dudua will come up again. You will see the vibrant nature of those that are now sleeping. You will see Igbo coming back again. It is only one woman that has been talking. One woman is an elderly woman who speaks good English. I've forgotten the name. She's a Yoruba woman. That woman has been talking and calling them out, comparing, differentiating, distinguishing between Nnamdi Kanu and some
thank you,
people.
Bro Max. You can come back again. Let's try to make it a little bit shorter so that we can all right. Grab the issue, because the video is long and I want us to. There are very important issues we have to talk on that video, and I want us to look into it very well. Please, if you are commenting on the comment section and you have a point to make,
that's fine.
It will be better you come into the program and give us the reason you say what you say. Just like I see somebody who is writing, he said that the new DOS is just a distraction in order to create a parallel government. This is the kind of mentality that I don't know where your brains are. When you call the order of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a distraction, when you call the comment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a distraction, and at the same time you claim to be under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, at the same time you claim to know what you are doing. I don't know who is feeding you people this nonsensical ideology and this narrative that you carry around. You see people say a thing, you can't even ask a question independently as a human being. You can't ask an independent question. Just because someone says something or somebody push a narrative, you just take it and you run without being able to expand it. And you think you can just go in a platform and write it. Whoever has given you that narrative that you are carrying now, that the new DOS is a distraction to your whatever you call government. I don't know where you're getting it from. Whoever is giving you that narrative, can you go and ask that person a simple question? Or if you are writing it, before you write it, make sure you are able to defend what you are saying. As you write this, what is the difference between you that is writing this and this DOS you are talking about? What is the difference between the DOS of Chike Dotiem and the person that is giving you this narrative that you are writing on my platform? What is the difference? When you call the directive of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a distraction, what is the difference between you and this Department of Sabotage and Assault? I don't know why we cannot apply common sense independently. Remove your idiocy, remove your greed, remove your group nonsense you are putting yourself. Putting yourself into non-existing group, irrelevant groups. Remove yourself from it and think once as an individual. Engage yourself into critical thinking as an individual on your own to know what is right and focus on reality. I have shouted about this so many times. I don't know why people cannot understand a simple thing. A simple thing you can understand. My brother Chris, bro Chris, go on.
Yeah, okay. My voice will come out, Abby.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay. Well, the person who wrote that, so I don't think it's something to really pay much attention to. Why? Because it could have been the DOS, it could have been the sympathizers of those same.
Why I responded, my brother, this person that wrote this is a regular person on this my platform, and he has been hearing my message. He's a regular person on my platform.
Okay.
So it's not from DOS, or it's a regular person, but I know the direction it's coming from. I know his camp.
Okay, Brajus, then
because of that camp where he belongs, he cannot use his common sense. You can't remove your appendages in your body for you to apply your common sense and reason like human for once. You will not. You
Brajus.
You can't think independently. They give you a narrative, you're wrong with it without questioning.
If it's somebody you know already, because if it's somebody you know is not DOS, is not one of them or sympathize or whatever, and he happens to be somebody who believes in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as the irrefutable leader of the entire Biafra nation or people, and he comes again, maybe he doesn't understand what is going on, because otherwise it doesn't make any sense at all. That is my point. Because you have to either be one of the DOS or collaborators of DOS for you to make such a comment as to say that it's a distraction. How can it be a distraction? So it's either he doesn't understand, maybe he spoke in error. Otherwise, I wouldn't come here and describe the sacking of these criminals, this compromised bunch of people, as a distraction. Why would I say that? If you say that, that means you don't even believe. It simply means that you don't even believe in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as the genuine one, as the one who is leading the pack. It's just as simple as that. Anyway, so, but let me start by saying that this brother Obilo, I've seen him a couple of times online. Now, I just feel like the only problem I have with him is that he has chosen to tread the same path as the zoo government and the zoo journalists, because you are supposed to call a spade a spade. That is just my point. That is not, it's not a big thing, but I just feel like if you are genuine, if you're a journalist who believes in truth and fairness, you should be able to call it for what it is. Because he started by describing, and in the monologue, he said that he escaped. Nnamdi Kanu, we all know what happened. That they came to his house to eye him, and again, only 3 will sit and watch and wait and be eyed. So for you to come and say that he escaped, it's just not good enough. You are supposed to be able to say that his house was invaded and he manages to escape. Simple. So even when he talked about him being
Oh, your network, my brother.
Have we lost him?
Hello?
Go ahead. We can hear you now.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. We can hear you now.
Hello, Mazi.
Yeah, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello?
Oh, network.
We can hear you. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Now, wow. Hello, Mazi. You there here?
Yes, loud and clear. We hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. So that's my aggro with him. He chooses to just go along the same line as the zoo journalists. They all lack courage. They lack conviction. They are not people of any form of conviction, because otherwise you are supposed to say like it is. That's my job. That's just the only problem I have with him. Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and brought back. So you can't just say he was rendition. No, it's an extraordinary rendition. It's an illegal rendition. Call it for what it is, then you can continue with whatever topic you want to discuss. Because I see that almost all the journalists in the country, they don't say that. They always say he escaped. He didn't escape, we know. So that's just my point. But I think, well, the short thing I wanted to just add is that if Biafrans at this point, they still give credence to this disgruntled, disgraced DOS, the Chikedosium of this world, who are working with the zoo government, they are working with Biafran politicians. We know that 100%. So if you are still giving them any form of credence, then you are not any better. Then you are just as, so that is it. I don't care. Moving forward, there is nothing that these DOS, Chikedosium, or the rest of them will say that is going to move me. Their word has no meaning. Absolutely not. And I can guarantee you that, yes, again, my prayer is that we're able to mobilize a force externally that can get Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out. Because trust me, that these DOS, they are working with our governors, these illegitimate criminal governors that they put there, to make sure he remains there. Because they know the consequence, the significance of him coming out. I can guarantee. Just like the wife too. These are people who doesn't want him out. They simply does not want him out of there. But again, we just have to keep working and hoping that external force can be brought to bear. Because trust me, none of them, all the Chikedos, and none of them, and so many others who don't want him out. Because again, this is the only way they can thrive when Nnamdi Kanu is inside, when someone else is inside. But as soon as they're out, the game will change. They meet their water law as soon as it's out. So that's all I can just say briefly for now, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let us continue. Just like you said, some of those points are along when if we go through the program completely, you will now begin to say why I don't have any issue with him. And also he made some corrections along the line at the course of the program.
All
so
right.
let's continue.
Okay. Yeah, if that is the case, then it's okay. Because based on, so far the things we have seen or heard, and the beginning, that intro.
Yes. You are absolutely correct.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
The Edizie faction argues that the Directorate of State itself is the apex institution and that its decisions are constitutional. This is a collision between a formal, written. This is a collision between a formal and a written constitution and the unruly reality of charismatic authority. IPOB is discovering that its constitution is merely a rubber stamp for the will of its charismatic founder, a charter for a dictatorship of the leader. And now that the leader is in prison, the system is being tested. The Edizie faction's suspension of Kanu's office can be seen as a desperate act of survival. By accusing Kanu of creating violence, they are trying to save the movement's non-violent reputation.
Imagine, did you see that? The same accusation they levied on Mazi Simon Ekpa. The exact accusation they put on Mazi Simon Ekpa is what they're leveling against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that he's creating violence.
And it's the same tactics, Brachus, it's the same tactics that that Neka was trying to imply.
Exactly, the same techniques, the same thing.
She was trying to imply that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is looking dictatorial, like a dictator.
Yes.
Because she said that it's not a woman's business, that Biafra is for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So you see the whole thing, you can, if you're able to connect dots, you know that these are a bunch of criminals working with the Zoo government. Simple as that.
And what they are doing now is going to platforms, big platforms, either to pay them to end their own opinion. And then you can see this write-up. This very thing, I can bet you that they wrote it and gave it to Edmond, but Edmond made a lot of amendment in it for you to be able to present it. He made so much amendment in it. But they present it, and when the calls were coming, you will see all the calls that will come will be from principal members of DOS. Let's continue.
But they're fighting a loose battle, bro. You know why I say?
Of course.
They can go to all the platform in the zoo. We just don't give a damn about it. You know why? Because we are Biafrans, and we know who we are, and we know who is the leader, and we know who is genuine. So let them continue to go to Bigo or Bilo or whatever. At the end, they are like a drowning. They are just drowning in the water. Thank you.
Definitely.
By questioning Nnamdi Kanu's judgment, they are protecting the lives of their members from a leader whose unguarded utterances are being monitored and used against them.
Imagine.
How did they arrive at that conclusion? Nnamdi Kanu is the face of IPOB. Nnamdi Kanu stands his ground. Even in court, Nnamdi Kanu stands tall. He has never appeared as a man who is afraid of defending his ideals.
Never.
Yeah.
Even in court, he speaks boldly.
Absolutely.
So who is behind this division?
Question.
Will a new IPOB come soon? By questioning Nnamdi Kanu's judgment, They argue that they are protecting the lives of their members from a leader whose unguarded utterances are being monitored and used against members of IPOB.
Rubbish.
Imagine.
Mazi
It is a brutal...
Mazi
Go ahead.
Mazi.
Yeah, go ahead.
What is the difference between
who, Brachus? Who?
these people? Yeah, what is the difference between?
Hello?
It's me.
Bromasco is speaking. Yeah,
okay. All right. Okay.
Now, what is the difference between what these people, these suspended gossips, are saying with what the Nigerian system, Nigerian government, and some of the Igbo political elites from the east, southeast region are saying? Is there any difference?
The same thing. The same accusation.
Do you know? Can you now relate this with the hooded witnesses that they called to testify against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
Mm-hmm.
Can you relate it to it? Because everything that man said there, most of them are being regurgitated here right now as we speak.
Exactly.
Most of them are being regurgitated there because it is only a man. Yeah, it is only a man that knows a man has the power to kill him. If I don't know you, I am not in the same society with you, I'm not close to you, I will find it difficult to penetrate into your system. But that person that is with you, oh, okay, no, jeje wan ke na ni mafia na ano de na nekete hani nebia. That is, I'm looking, let's see. This is coming out little by little. It's just like a snake in a hole. It's crawling up. We will not hit it now. Let the snake come out. Let's see how long the snake is. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother.
Pragmatic claim. Their statement reads, the leader's actions are a liability to the cause. That is the words they used. The leader's actions are a liability to the cause. This is the language of political realism.
Mm-hmm.
The Kanu loyalists, on the other hand, have framed this as a monstrous betrayal, an act of gross insubordination, and a power grab by a group that had been lawfully dissolved. They are using the language of loyalty and martyrdom, which is the language of emotional survival for a movement under siege. Here is the most insidious implication of all. The Edizie faction is in effect claiming that the command structure itself has been compromised by the Nigerian state. They are arguing that the state is using their own leader to dismantle the movement. But the Kanu loyalists can level...
That is the big lie. That is the big lie, the biggest lie of all time.
Brachus, if it's true, then Nnamdi Kanu would have been out of that place and go and be relaxing somewhere.
Like yesterday, like even last year.
Yeah. Because Nnamdi Kanu remains steadfast. That's why they continue to torture him and continue to keep him in the prison there. But these criminal DOS, they are the ones who are working with the state government and the federal government. Simple as that.
Even they are working with state government is confirmed. We have it on video. The work is on video. We are Seibo confirmed that they are working with these people.
Exactly.
We have it on video.
Mazi Simon called them criminal DOS. He called them criminal DOS.
That is what they are.
They are real criminal DOS. That's who they are. That's who they are. They are plotting a coup. I am grateful to God. I am grateful to God, Mazi Chooks, Mazi Chris, that they are in the minority. Yeah, nobody is going to, they will never use their demonic tail to drag people to them, because anybody that listens to them now will know where these people are, are going to. They are for the Southeast politicians. They are
100%.
doing subtle. They are planning. In fact, it is a subtle way of, pretending that they are with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why they are eating him underground, trying to expose him, give information. Look at just dismissal. Now they are coming that it is alienated. It is alienated to the cause. Look at the kind of language these people are saying. And that is the man that you have never seen to be an alien since the time you started IPOB and DOS. Thank you, Maz. Maz, please go on.
They are a dying horse. They know that their days are numbered. And let me tell you, truly, they know. Now, the thing is, I think they are trying to just put up this whole lies and this whole propaganda to see if it will stick. But there's no way in hell will it work.
It will never fly.
And they know, but again, it's like they are just, like I said, they are a drowning bunch of people. They're just drowning in the water because Biafrans knows better. There will be one or two here and there who will play along with them mischievously, but in overall scheme of things, Biafrans know that these are criminals, compromised people working with the Zoo government. The money is being pumped into their account. So many of them. So again, it's good that Brachus is dealing with these issues. We'll be trying to counter them, but the truth of the matter is that these guys, they will fizzle out, and they're not going. They lost already. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Before I play, I can see why I'm responding to this person on the comment section is because he's a regular person on this platform. If not, I will ignore him and continue. He has just raised another one here. He said, why I said that DOS is a distraction, the new DOS is a distraction, is because no foreign power will recognize organization as a country. You see these people.
Oh, you know who he be?
I know them. I know where he's coming from.
Maybe now USB.
That is it. Now that is it. Their idiocy is smelly. I want you that is writing this thing. Go back. When you are belittling IPOB as just an organization, can you tell me any parliament in the world today where the issue of Biafra is discussed?
Under
is discussed with the name IPOB of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Under Ngozi Orabezo, nowhere. There are no different.
Can you tell me any parliament in the world where issue of IPOB is discussed?
For about 2 years.
With that title you are using, with that your mushroom group you are carrying around.
For about 2 years now, since this USB has been led by
If you go and check, if you find anyone, write it on the comment section and tell me any country in the world. But I can tell you, the state of Israel is in public. We saw parliamentarians signing a signature under IPOB of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the person that is pushing this doesn't even have any rank. And she's there. She has nothing to do with this SAC DOS. She is working under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu IPOB. The discussion is in the parliament of Israel today, being discussed. On video, it is not a picture issue. Neither is it a propaganda. We saw the signatures collected. We saw them signing and we saw the signatures. And before you come and you continue to belittle IPOB as just an organization, IPOB is our family. There's something that is called an OB. That is where we all belong. Some of you feel threatened when you hear a reborn IPOB. You feel threatened because of your own selfish interest.
They will all go into oblivion
and stupidity. That is why you feel threatened. If you are a genuine Biafran agitator with an independent mind, you can't feel threatened when you hear that IPOB is reborn by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And before you begin to use that title and say, an organization, I want you to take time, go and ask the people that are sending you to come to my platform and write. Ask them to show you the registration of that thing they call their own group. Tell them to show you the registration and go and check that registration. What is written on it? Was it written a country or a nation or an organization?
Must choose.
Go and check. When you check, come back here. I will bring the registration of that group you are defending. I will bring the registration and I will show you it on video here. People will see it and see how it was registered. Under what is decision? Not as a country, not as an organization, even with USBG.
If care is not taken, Brajus, in no time from now, mark my word, you'll be surprised that these people will begin to work with this criminal DOS. They will jump.
They are already doing that part. They are going to attack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu very soon.
It's going to come.
When I see some of them that come to my platform, those I know that come here,
yes.
I respond to them and I give them an assignment.
Yeah, mark it.
These critical questions.
Yeah, mark it. That a day is coming. A day is coming. This is their USB. The way they've been going for about 2 years now. I don't know accurately how long, but I think they've been going to like 2 years now since they've been on this with absolutely no tangible result. But gather every Saturday to do rubbish. A time is coming. If care is not taken, them and this DOS, they will begin to march. But again, they will all fail. Mark my word. It's just a matter of time. They will all go into oblivion because they are standing on a faulty, on a deceptive. They are not genuine. Because if they are genuine, there's nobody who will come out and stand against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the guy who has put everything on the line from day one till these days as we speak. Even in the court, like Obilo was saying, even in the face of truth, he stood his ground and defend Biafrans and say, it's my right. And he's very genuine. And we know that is why he's still incarceration. And that's why all the torture, the mental, the physical torture, everything. And you are telling me that people who are just pretenders, collaborating with the Nigerian government, Biafrans will figure it out. And when they do, hopefully by the grace of God, any of these our two leaders would have been out, these guys will all go to it will happen. You will see by the grace of God how things are going to play out because they are not real. And anything that is not real will fall on the wayside.
It is so painful that when people cannot I don't know why people cannot use their common sense. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not tell you not to hold your mushroom groups. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not disband any group. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu called for unity of all the Biafrans under our family. Anobi, you can't go away from it. Why do you feel threatened? You see, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu acknowledge every Biafran group. He never talked down on anyone. He acknowledged the avid. He acknowledged the rising sun and ambassadors of self-determination. These are all groups fighting for self-determination. He never talked down on anyone, and none of them feel threatened. Why are you feeling threatened? Because of the reborn of IPOB. Why are you feeling threatened? Let's continue.
Who is a foreign agent and who is a patriot? In a climate of mistrust and conspiracy, this is an impossible question to answer, and it's one of the most effective ways for a state to destroy a movement from within. In the end, this crisis is a classic tragedy of revolution. A classic tragedy of revolution. It is the story of a movement that has outgrown its own methods. It cannot function without its leader, but its leader cannot function without creating chaos. What do you think? The question for IPOB is no longer just about Biafra. It is about its own ability to exist. Can a movement built on the charisma of one man survive the loss of that man? Or does it face the final bitter fate of all such movements, self-destruction, before the enemy can even deliver the final blow? I would like to get your feedback.
Now, you're going to see the calls that are going to come in now. I don't know whether if I will have time to take their calls, because these are a bunch of idiots from DOS. All of them, they're the one that called into this program. Some of us who have access can go and watch it on that video, because that's an important area I wanted us to look into. Meanwhile, let's just hear maybe one or two of them that called in.
Ratus, are you saying that somebody is calling into your program?
No, the same producer will be the program. He has just made the narrative, so he gave time for people to call in. So let's hear what we think.
Okay, I have a caller here.
Okay.
Yes. Mr. Bilo, good evening from here.
I greet you.
Yes, I saw a very wonderful program you are holding, and I want to give a wonderful contribution. Anyway, my name is Keke Ugo. This question you asked now is very
I know him. He's part of that
question.
Okay.
And a strategic question we need to answer if all of us are sincere. You don't create something. Let me just say something like you are asking this question. I saw a write-up of strategic of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB civil war. The truth of the matter, we don't have civil war. We have enemy within. That is what is called enemy within, because of power mongers, envy and jealousy, and they want to disturb and just to demolish everything we have suffered for the past 10 years. I don't know if you have any important question to ask people like us that is inside the IPOB, so that I will answer you verbatim here.
No, I just want your comment on what is going on.
Okay, my comment.
You see how you want drag
you see what he said? He said that because of part, it's not just that. Look, this thing is synonymous. This is how it goes all over the world, even in the most sophisticated, even in the most advanced nations. The enemy infiltrates. So is that infiltration that the zoo government with their other allies, including Obodo and Noah, the rest of them, they've infiltrated the organization. When they got Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they got someone, they didn't stop there. They went ahead and buy people over, which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has always been saying, they can buy you over, it's not going to stop us, you know, and that is what we're living all those testimonies today. They bought so many of them. I'm sorry to say, but many of them, including those who came out of under Simon Ekpa, many of them has been bought over. They are just whiling away time, stalling and disturbing, wasting time, telling you this, telling that, but they are not willing to stick their neck out as a leader of the declared nation to go to nations, go to individual. Mike Arnold was on a program yesterday on this Dr. Damages. There are a bunch of people, but he stood his ground. Mike Arnold, it's not now you will be this one. Now he has made up his mind. He has seen enough, and he has decided that this is where to go. You must let the people have the opportunity to decide that self-determination. That is where Mike Arnold has. It's like a bus stop. He has arrived there now. You must make it. There has to be self-determination, because you can't continue to think that you must force people to be where they are not. Stuff like that. If you know what I mean. Maybe later you watch it on a Damages program. I watched it yesterday, but I didn't see it all because network disturbed me somewhere. But they will all fail. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What is going on? We have to stand firm. All of us in the eastern part of Nigeria. Is Biafran region, as I may use that word, we must stand firm for this particular ESN, the called ESN that is coming today. We must stand, all of us, to stop this particular attitude they want to bring in the name of calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's name. My brother, everybody will suffer for this. The kidnapping have.
You see, his attack now is focusing on the ESN. Because the ESN came out, the Liberation Movement came out, and all of them they played allegiance to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They lost that one completely, and now they are campaigning against the ESN. Now they are campaigning against it, calling people against it.
Yeah.
And now they are now going back from what they said initially. They are now trying to paint the same thing. This is exactly what they did to Mazi Simon Ekpa. This thing you see they did to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. A replay of what.
Yeah, bro. Exactly. Yeah, bro. He mentioned. He mentioned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in his statement. Now I didn't quite hear it well, but anyhow.
Wait, so that you understand it. Let me allow him to finish.
You can explain to me. You can explain.
Let me allow him to finish so that you can understand it.
You ask now is very important question, and the strategic question we need to answer if all of us are sincere. You don't create something. Let me just say something like you are asking this question. I saw a write-up of strategic of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB civil war. The truth of the matter, we don't have civil war. We have enemy within. That is what is called enemy within, because of power mongers, envy and jealousy, and they want to disturb and just to demolish everything we have suffered for the past 10 years. I don't know if you have any important question to ask people like us that is inside the IPOB, so that I will answer you verbatim here.
No, I just want your comment on what is going on.
Okay, my comment for what is going on, we have to stand firm. All of us in the eastern part of Nigeria, is Biafran region, if I may use that word, we must stand firm for this particular ESN, the called ESN that is coming today. We must stand, all of us, to stop this particular attitude they want to bring in the name of calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's name. My brother, everybody will suffer for this. The kidnapping have been too much. Nobody knows whether it's Fulani, nobody knows whether it's our people. In the name of creating ESN, under
they talk like
Biafra or whatever they are doing,
exactly like
my brother, we must condemn it. So my question and my opinion is for all of us to stand as you have this program to condemn this particular atrocity before it's too late. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining the discourse.
Hey, Mazi Chooks. Mazi Chooks, let me come in here, I beg you. Mazi, let me come in here, I beg you.
Yeah, bro, Chooks. You know, again, he's very prophetic.
Let me come in here.
Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it. He said, it doesn't matter. He said, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, bro, Mark is speaking.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay, yeah.
Mazi Chooks, Mazi Chris, Mame Wata Nyom Mamri Nisi. Mame Wata Nyom Mamri Nisi. This same thing that we've been fighting all along, from the time of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the time he established ESN, his incarceration, when Mazi Simon Ekpa took over. This has been the story of the Nigerian government to get at IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and all the followers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at that time. This is the language of Nigeria. This is the language of Okorawusa. This is the language. The only person that has been one way or the other truthful is who opposed Odenketa. Who opposed Odenketa said that the insecurity in South is politically motivated. Today, you, an IPOB member, a Biafran that is agitating for you the freedom of your ancestral land,
you are indicting yourself.
Indicting the organization that you were, and at the same, don't you know that when you do that, you are indicting yourself? What if they call you now? You made a statement at so place that this is what you know. Nobody knows. Those people, Channel TV or Arise TV saw in uniform killing behind that white Venza Toyota vehicle. Were they IPOB or ESM people? How many times, even you don't understand? Don't you know, or haven't you heard that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said ESN that he formed is in the bush? Didn't you see the actions in the bush? Even when things begin to change, they were still in the bush. They were not outside. Who were the people that were in the bush? I have gone to Dr. Damage's platform and other platforms to ask them. From Government House, Douglas Road, to the prison is not far. If you are going from if you are going to the prison, you must pass Douglas Road. Nnamoche, is it not true?
Yeah.
Where are the CCTV footages of those people that marched across Douglas Government House to the prison? Where are they? At least when Obasanjo visited Imo State, then I think it was this guy. I've forgotten the civilian president that was there at that time. Is it M1M or so? I've forgotten. I don't know. I've forgotten. When the strike force entered into that place, when we were viewing some of these things, my brother, even me himself, you will see, both in the day and in the night. Why I challenge them? If you say that it is IPOB agitators, bring out the footages. They are there in Douglas Government House. Bring them out and let's see. Now, this guy, simply because you are placed where they take chop, the political post that where as a because now, where you are, you are working with the politicians in Nigeria that your master, your organ is fighting. Your organization is fighting. You want to stay there and begin to twist, and now you are making the same argument, just like those people you were fighting before. Then who are you? Their true colors will come. I told you before, I say the snake is not out yet. There are greater length of the snake that is inside the hole. When this snake comes out, we will know where these people belong. Most of those atrocities that they were committing in Southeast, it might be from them. It might be from them. Because go and listen to Bala Muhammad, that black man, the man that said that the crude oil in Bayelsa belongs to Adamawa. The day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, I think within some few days, this man went to Channel TV and said something. He told Akim Boloyi also, wait and see. In the next few weeks, you will see what will happen in Southeast. In the next few weeks, you see what will happen in there. The man was asking him, are you threatening to cause havoc in Southeast? He said, no. But he just wait and see. And immediately you see the killings going on. You see the framings. You see the false allegations against our people. They were doing it in order to make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu look like a real terrorist that they called him. But God was so kind to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Today, here we are. Don't be surprised that these are the Azekas of our days that have been there that you do not know. Our Ike, Oye.
The person that asked that question is the principal officer of Chikedozie. You will hear more of that.
Mazi Chukwu, ikuku efe nanu, oye efe nanu, akwanya na afu ike ọkụkọ kịta gaa n'iru nna m.
Thank you. You can see the numbers scrolling on the screen. If you want to join the discourse, you call the first one, that is 08039 18449. Yes, you call that number, call the first one. And if you also want to order books on the Civil War, you can contact to Dara Books on these numbers too. And remember to make your comment brief and straight to the point. Hello.
Hello.
I greet you.
Hello, please confirm you can hear me. Good evening.
I can hear you.
Another DOS member.
Okay. Good evening, Mr. Edmund. And thank you for the program you're holding regarding the issues surrounding IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, and the members. Yes, I have a contribution to make. I have listened and gotten the questions you have asked regarding this. My submission is this. In this struggle, we only have one leader, and that is Nnamdi Kanu. according to their code of conduct, which I've been able to see, he solemnly have the power to appoint and dissolve.
Yeah.
Just the same way he has appointed Chike Edozien.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same way he has dismissed him. What I see happening is a tussle for power. And because we know that the third administration of the IPOB has been infiltrated, so they are trying to force themselves to the people.
Yes.
Mazi.
This is my own submission. I might be
Mazi,
wrong.
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, if we're gonna see, look, bro, it's not hard to figure out.
It's not hard.
Yeah, oh my goodness. If people want to play around, deceive themselves, that's fine too. But it's never hard to know where you must look, every time I keep saying this, you see, this guy that is speaking now, he's speaking the very factual, he's hitting the nail on his head.
Exactly.
And we use the word. You see, the one or two other guys that spoke, they are from the DOS. They didn't even touch the main thing, and that is that government, the zoo infiltration. Ego the India and gonna make it say everywhere, and it's just the beginning. It's not. It's gonna get worse than this, because
it's going to get messy more. We haven't seen anything yet.
And I've always been saying it myself, that we must brace ourselves, because we are fighting an enemy that is with limitless finances, resources.
Yes.
They will buy everybody. Of course, none can. That is what I'm keep repeating that. He said they will buy all of you. They will buy, but it's still not going to stop us. This is it. So this guy that is speaking now, glory be to God, is not among them. He's speaking. He's just speaking from the place of fact, honesty, and he's laying like it is. So, but the other ones, because again, the infiltration is there. The power tussle is there. Make no mistake, the power tussle is there. But the worst of it is that infiltration. People that have so much money at their disposal, they can buy everybody. So people, and we know the world over, it's money. Money rules the world. Everybody wants money to do this for one. So easily the money is there.